what's up, you guys? Thanks for hanging out with us. We are coming to you live with Mr. Charlie Carver. What's going on, man?
How you doing?
Thanks for hanging out with us
Yeah,
today.
thank you for having me.
Well, I'm excited you're here because we have to talk about When We Rise. New show on ABC, you guys. I watched the episode last night, and I don't think I've ever seen anything so powerful and definitely shedding a light on these particular stories.
Yeah.
Anywhere on TV,
Yeah.
especially network television.
Especially network television.
Yeah.
I don't think there has been a sort of comprehensive show about LGBT history or all of these different activist movements that came together. And the fact that it's on ABC,
Right.
You're like, wow. This is amazing. But what's cool is so Dustin Lance Black, the writer and sort of one of the executive producers of the show, he said, I grew up watching ABC. It was one of the only networks that my parents would let me watch unattended because he grew up in a super conservative family. So this is sort of like, it's always been a family network, and it's just really cool that ABC is like, okay, we're going to include the LGBT family in the family network.
I was going to say, it gives more people a chance to watch it.
Yeah.
There's more eyes on something like a story so important that we really, like I keep mentioning, we haven't seen told yet.
Yeah.
It's adding a lot of visibility to it, and that's why I want to ask you, like, when you read this script, like, what about it, when you read it, did you think to yourself, God, I have to do this?
I mean, the fact that it's based on the lives of real people, fiction is super important as well, but these are unseen stories and unsung heroes. So before I even read the script, I just heard that they were doing it, and I went, I have to be involved. I have to find a way to, fight for a part in this. So.
And you did it.
I did. I'm very happy I'm honored I got to be.
Absolutely. We're glad you're in it too. And I got to say, it's also an embarrassment of riches because you get to work with some amazing people. What was it like for you working with Gus Van Sant, who directed it, and then Dustin Lance Black, who wrote it?
I mean, Gus is one of my creative heroes. So having him, he didn't direct all the episodes, but I was lucky that he did direct the ones while I was there.
Yes.
He's just the nicest guy.
Really?
Yeah. I think when everybody is kind of rallied around something they care about and is super meaningful, just the dynamic on the set like that is it's unreal.
It looks like you guys had a good time, and it looks like you and Dustin got really close too. Did you know him before the project?
Yeah, we knew each other. Okay. But this was definitely getting to come together creatively was super special.
Awesome. I forgot to mention, you guys, by the way, don't let us do all the talking. If you have any questions for Charlie, please send them through. We'll be getting them as we talk, and we'll address a couple as they come through. But in fact, we'll start with one now. Edward's asking your favorite scene to shoot in When We Rise.
God. Hi, Edward. My favorite scene to shoot in When We Rise. It was really fun. We were in Vancouver, but we were pretending it was Malaysia, and it was like the middle of the winter. So basically, all of the stuff that was outside, we were getting sprayed down with sweat, and
when reality was
freezing cold. But I really like being on the battleship, both up on the deck and then down in the torpedo room, the launch room.
Yeah.
I forgot what it's called.
Is that what?
The Afghan mount.
It's been a while since you shot it.
Yeah.
It's been a really long time.
Just because it's fun to, you have flashing lights. You're in basically a room made out of cardboard and styrofoam, but you're pretending you're in the thick of something.
Well, that and you have the costume. Like you're just like living out the full movie experience.
Yeah.
Which, as an actor, it's got to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'd never done it before, so
totally.
It's cool.
Lola wants to know, describe your experience on the show in 3 emojis.
Ooh, I like your style.
I was gonna say thanks, Lola, for that question.
I mean, God, my experience on the show, or my
working on the show.
I would pick a rainbow and a fist.
Yes.
And I want to do something a little weird, but
like
I don't know.
I'm trying to think. There's a lot of new ones.
There's a lot of new
emojis, so I'm trying to help you out there too. I like the fist, the rainbow.
Yeah.
I don't know. Stars. Star power.
Sparkle's a good emoji.
And you know what? Shine on, Cass, and shine on real stories, the real life stories of these people, right? ET Online actually spoke to you earlier this year, and you said that since coming out, you've been more conscious about the kind of roles you're choosing.
Yeah. What's fun is I get to work with my brother, or as an individual. As twins, we're definitely more careful about when we work together. And then personally speaking, I don't ever want to shy away from a well-written part, including a gay one. I think there used to be thinking in Hollywood that like if you took too many, you'd be pigeonholed, and I don't believe that's true. And I also think like so what?
Right.
I think and I hope there will be a lot more well-written LGBT parts because it's about time. So if I keep doing that, I'll be happy.
I mean, for so long and for so many actors, they had to either keep that part of their lives private or take on roles they didn't want.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, talk to me about that freedom? You know, having those choices.
It's cool. Yeah. No, it is a sense of freedom.
'Cause it's different now.
Yeah, and I'm excited to try and produce some stories. You know,
Right.
I think it's just important to use one's visibility to shine a light on untold things.
So you feel a responsibility to kind of like create these stories and also play a part in them.
Yeah, and just an excitement to do that.
It's really exciting.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I mean, do you think of that significance though? The fact that you are a publicly gay actor playing gay characters, like, does that weigh on you, or is it not even part of the equation?
It doesn't. I would never say it weighs on me.
Right.
I hope that it changes hearts and minds. I guess.
That's actually a perfect lead into my next question. What do you hope people take away from When We Rise? Because it's coming at a really interesting time.
It is coming at a very
like,
interesting time. Yeah.
We need this show, y'all.
I hope, you know, what I love, there's so much about the series that I love, but what I really love is just seeing young people and how kind of organically they figured out how to bring these different movements together in San Francisco. The women's movement, the peace movement, the civil rights movement, and then the LGBT movement. Just that by showing up and getting out on your feet, you know, I think we're all living behind our screens now, and if there's something that you care about and something you think is right and it's a matter of justice, show up and there will be other people who will meet you on the street. So,
you know, it's happening. It happened then and it's happening now, which is crazy to think about. Like 45 years later, young people are really using their voices and getting off their screens or using it to their advantage. Yeah. Don't you think?
Oh, I mean, I think the internet is a godsend.
Yeah.
It is a whole new way for people to communicate and organize. So,
I mean, how important is it for you to stand up for causes that are important to you as an actor?
It's super important. I mean, it's just important as a human being. You know, I think I just got to a point in my life where I said, I want to be involved and I don't know how, but I'm going to learn how. Right. And, you know, slowly but surely you start to.
I mean, I imagine that you also got a really good education doing this part, right? And
I
doing
did.
This show, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, not to bore you guys, but it's cool.
Here's what he learned. No.
Well, as an actor, like it's always so fun to be able to have a real source material, you know, real history to dig into, because it gives you an emotional way in, and it gives you something to sort of share, you know. So in this case, yeah, I knew a general sense of LGBT history, but I didn't know much about the specifics of what it would be like to be in the military at that time, and to be gay, and so that opened up a whole sort of avenue of research. And then, you know, even watching the show, you're like, oh my god, like these ladies, I think the ladies on the show are amazing.
I mean, I'm asked you if you're getting education, but I'm telling you guys, if you watch the show, you will get an education.
Yeah, you will get a serious education.
I mean, I think about movies that I've watched this year and television shows like When We Rise, and it's like there's so much history out there that we are so unaware of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hidden Figures, anyone? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of insane. But, you know, you've been real busy. You had this. You had I Am Michael. Of course, we know you from Teen Wolf and Desperate Housewives. In fact, Jasmine wants to know, what's a show you would love to be on? Like, what's your next move?
Ooh. There's so much good TV right now, right?
Good TV, yeah.
I don't know. I love Stranger Things.
Yes.
I love what
you got the 80s style jacket going on right now too. I can see you on Stranger Things. Kid, you got, look at them. Yeah. Let's get them on that, guys. Let's get them on.
You know, if they ever needed an American to be on Game of Thrones for some weird reason, I'm down.
I can see you and your brother on Game of Thrones actually together. Speaking of your brother, you know, you really have carved your own path, and of course you guys still do work together. But how hard was it for you to kind of break out on your own?
I don't think it was hard. It was lucky.
Yeah.
I will never discount luck. I think we just both got to a place of confidence where we went, hey, if we're gonna keep doing this, like let's figure out what each of us wants out of it. So,
because do you find yourself wanting different things?
Yeah, I mean, we want the best for each other, but we just have different sensibilities. Yeah. So, like, he's got some awesome stuff in the can. He's been directing and writing and producing some stuff. I can't wait for people to see it because it's really good. And I'm on my little journey.
I know, but at least you know it's kind of amazing to have your brother though to kind of go through this journey 100%. Because Hollywood is tough.
Hollywood is tough. We keep each other in check.
Do you?
Yeah. And then the rest of my family too.
I was gonna say, do they keep you grounded?
Oh yeah.
They won't let you get away with anything.
No.
Even though you're big time now.
No.
I love that. Kelsey wants to know: have you ever been at work or an audition when people couldn't tell you and your brother apart?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
It's actually like we often you either have to continue along and pretend that you're the other person, or like just be really harsh about it up front. And I've stopped being really harsh about it because it ruins somebody's day when they're like, "Yo, Max, how you been?" Or like a casting director or whatever.
Yeah.
And I just am like, "Oh, I'm great. I'm great."
Oh, so you just play along?
I play along. Yeah. Because if you shut it down, it's like conversation over.
Right.
Yeah.
Gets kind of awkward.
People start to think you're a jerk. I've met some of my best friends pretending to be Max.
Really?
Yeah.
See, now you're having fun with it and taking advantage of it. Like you're reaping the benefits.
Well, you just you'll have like a hour-long conversation. And at the end, you're like, "By the way, I'm Charlie. But it's really nice to meet you."
Are you Max or Charlie? Are you Max or Charlie? I can't right now. Is it? We're getting a lot of love for you wanting to be on Stranger Things. Everyone says that would be awesome. The hearts are just exploding. So, Chelsea wants to know: is it all work these days, or is there anyone special in your life? I mean, do you have time for that? Do you have time? I
haven't had any time for that lately. No, but I don't know.
Work
maybe
first.
One day.
Okay. Come on, your career is on a high. You gotta focus on that, right, Charlie? That's what your parents would say right now. Okay, so the Teen Wolf cast. We got to talk about Teen Wolf. First of all, coming out of that experience and into your other projects, I mean, did that kind of help set the tone and as far as like dealing with fans and being
it did. I don't think
special?
anybody on Teen Wolf expected for it to be as big as it is. It is, right?
You're right.
It was such a good experience. That cast, props to Jeff Davis, the creator of the show. I think he really cast as much actors for the role as the human beings themselves. So the whole cast is wonderful. We're all really close, and do keep each other in check as well. So to kind of like have spent such a formative time with those people, you then take that out wherever you go.
100%. I mean, Becky wanted to know too if you still hang out with them.
Oh,
so yes,
all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
That's amazing. I can't believe it's over though.
I know.
That's the craziest part.
God,
is that Teen Wolf? What a train.
Next week, it's like.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, have you been checking in with them? How's everyone doing? They're doing all right? They're good? It's kind of bittersweet.
Yeah, it's a little bittersweet.
But as clearly the family will stay in touch, so that'll be good. Let's see. What else we got here? Oh, Jasmine wants to know, did you and Max come back to Teen Wolf for the final season?
I can't tell you that.
Oh, that's such a good question, though. I just had to say it out loud. We asked Jasmine. I love it. Kristen wants to know, would you be open to a Desperate Housewives reunion?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I feel like that's got to be in the making soon enough, right?
Right?
If not for like a photo shoot.
I think we're coming up on 10 years.
Right.
10 years.
And that was one of your first acting jobs,
That was my first acting job.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Got really, really lucky with that.
Talk about a good TV mom, too. Felicity Huffman.
Best.
I know she really reached out to you when you came out and stuff.
She's one of the coolest women on the planet.
Awesome. So yeah, what's next for you? What are you working on?
I can't like give away any specifics, but really, I'm super excited. There are a couple of things that are coming up that are awesome.
In front and behind the camera, so it's like.
Yep.
Guys, come on. Can't get enough of Charlie. All right, dude.
But news will be breaking soon. So,
really?
Yeah.
I love that. Well, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
And, congratulations on mary-louise. Awesome show, you guys. Check it out. It's on ABC. There's an episode on Wednesday, I believe.
Episode Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
It's a 4-episode TV event, guys. So get on it, all right? Charlie, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us, you guys. We'll see ya.